Yo, I have another build, of course. This one I really like because it was the very first D2R ladder character for me. I decided to go assassin, and my thinking was I could vary up the damage enough to not get stuck when it comes to immunities. So I wanted a character that could kill pretty much everything, and what I did was I leveled this character using fire traps first, and that was pretty effective for a while. And then with pretty budget runes, I was able to make some two very decent rune words for my shield and my weapon, and then I was able to craft some very, very cool gear. This build came together very nicely. This build does different types of damage and procs different things, and we have an interesting assortment of gear on us and the mercenary as well to cover all the bases. Okay. This is a kick sin, we're using kicks primarily, but we have, I think it's just interesting the way it turned out. And what I did at first too is during this ladder, I was exclusively playing this. I hadn't built up any other characters. I wasn't even saving like really good finds for myself. I was trading everything and just making sure I could get some more skillers, some more charms, the type of belt that I needed, the type of, rune that I needed. So it was really fun playing that way in the beginning of the ladder to just be like, I'm just this character, and then eventually I branched out more, and other ladders that I did do, I would kind of save stuff more and start, having other characters in mind and thinking about the non-ladder again, like what I want to bring over. Anyway, let's get to it. So this is Fane. She's level 90. I did play her a lot. You'll notice that all her res is capped. 85 lightning, 75 fire, 75 cold, 75 poison. Heck yeah. So our skills. Maxed out Dragon Talon. So we get 6 kicks right there at level 30 with our skills. Big boost to attack rating. Decent kick damage. Shadow Disciplines. I got 4 in Burst of Speed, 4 in Venom, and then we'll just cast both those. Max out the Shadow Master. I like the Shadow Master a lot. And then I maxed out Death Sentry and the synergy for it, Lightning Sentry. So we'll be using Death Sentry. So remember, this was like a ladder character that was the only one I had, and I wanted to be able to kill everything, So yeah, we're gonna use Death Sentry. Anyway, what's cool, a little bit different about this one, I think, is that I kind of tried to prioritize cold damage. So you'll notice the first thing, we've got a Nightwing's Veil. I snagged this off a Diablo in a game with other people. It was a perfect roll. So I did socket it, and I only had a -5 plus 4 cold facet. So that's why it says -5 enemy cold resistance and plus 19%. And look at the dexterity, 20 on it. Yeah, and we get some cold damage from our facet on there. Very cool. So we're trying to go to boost our cold damage on this build. So that's why we did Voice of Reason. Very budget. Did it in a flail for the attack frames. 100 to 220 cold damage. Okay, and -24% to enemy cold resistance. 10 dexterity, which is good for us. And we get cannot be frozen on here, so I'm not going to wear Raven Frost, okay? And then look, the frozen orb on striking and the ice blast on striking. Great levels, too. Look, good chances. 15%, 18%, 20 ice blast, 13 frozen orb. I love that. If you looked at my Storm Rider video, why that item sucks, why can't that item have good values like this item does? I don't know. Anyway, and our shield. I went with Sanctuary Shield, Coco Mal. Did you even know this rune word existed? Honestly, 20 dexterity on there is sweet. For block chance, for attack rating. Magic damage reduced by 7 comes in handy when all of your resistances are capped out. And look at the roll on the resistance. I forgot what it can roll, but I'm plus 65 to all resistances. That was awesome. Do you know how useful that was when you're first starting a ladder and you don't have jack and you're getting murdered by everything? 65 all res on your shield. I have not gotten rid of this because I just like it so much. I don't even want to replace it. Let's go to the armor. More cold damage on our duress. I personalized this, as you notice. Fane's chaos armor. Same with this, Fane's flail. Anyway, duress is pretty sweet, pretty budget, and I like it a lot. And for this build, it fits perfectly. 15% chance of crushing blow. You can do crushing blow with boots, and I'm pretty sure you can do open wounds with boots, kick damage. You can't do deadly strike though, so this fits in perfectly. Hit recovery is very nice, the 40%. Adds 37 to 133 cold damage, right? We got cold damage on the helmet, cold damage on the armor, cold damage on the weapon. You see where we're going with this? The all res is nice. This is pretty sweet. This fits us nicely, and I made it in a chaos armor, which just looks pretty damn sick on an assassin. You know, very ornate looking and like kind of samurai-esque. I think it's sweet. All right, the belt. I went Thunder God's Vigor, basically because I wanted more survivability. So more health, lightning absorb, the max lightning resist. It's all great. Okay, now I'd like to show off the things I crafted for this character. These all work very well together because you'll notice we don't have any lifesteal on this ring here. This one's just some fire res and some magic find. This one's our mana steal and some res and some life. So no lifesteal there. I haven't shown anything with lifesteal yet. So look where we get some of our lifesteal. Crafted amulet. Death emblem amulet. It's got 2 to traps. 7% faster run walk. The max damage won't help us for kicking, I don't believe. The 32 attack rating. And then there's 3% life stolen with 13 life, 12 all res. Alright, so we get 3% life steal there. Check out these boots. The Shadowshank mirrored boots. I know they're not Myrmidon Greaves. I have a pair of those too. So these do a little bit less damage, but they're still elite. I got Run Walk, 2% life stolen per hit, Dexterity, life, Replenish life, mana, and Magic Find on these. Those are pretty sweet. We get lifesteal as well now from the blood gloves. You guys probably know if you watch my other videos, I really love crafting blood gloves. I use them on most of my builds, honestly. We got increased attack speed, bonus to attack rating, 2% lifesteal, and the 10% chance of crushing blow. 19 life, lightning resist 18. So there. If you notice, we've got 25% chance of crushing blow. We get that exclusively from our gloves and armor. Unfortunately, the damage to demons and damage to undead that you see here, that's over 300%, doesn't help with boots. And anyway, we have great cold damage from all that stuff, and we get crushing blow from all that, and we're catching up on our lifesteal in other areas that you don't normally get them. And then, in order to increase the cold damage even a little more, I got this large charm, 12 to 27 cold damage. I got this other one, small charm, hit recovery, 5 to 13, 5 to 13, 10 to 18, good roll on that. And then I've got some magic find charms here on the bottom, 2 trap skillers, a Geeds, 4 martial arts skillers, and then I got a Torch and Annie. You see how I've assorted everything in a way to make it so that I kind of have all my bases covered here. It's like I've got magic find. I've got all my res capped out. I do cold damage, crushing blow, open wounds, physical damage, and I have corpse explosion and lightning damage from the death sentry. Okay, and we have got a 35 Shadow Master chilling with us who's going to be doing an assortment of damage. The Mercenary's Blessed Aim, because I want that attack rating. He's got max res with a Naja's light plate, 1 to skill, more life. I made this crafted helm for him, which rolled 2 sockets with 44 life, 3% lifesteal, and 6% deadly strike. I put 2 increased attack speed jewels in it for him. And then he's just got a Thresher Insight. It's not even ethereal. That's what I just had on the ladder. I've never changed it since. But anyway, we needed the Insight for the meditation because our mana can run out sometimes if we're casting a bunch of Death Sentry and things. Anyway, let's go. Ariat Plateau is terrorized. Let's just check it out. Hopefully it's not like a bunch of, you know, cold immunes. Burst of Speed. We'll do Venom. Here we go. Look at that. Ooh, a Battle Axe. Is that what I think it is? I hope not. That better not be Storm Rider. So I know you might be thinking, hey, doesn't the cold damage interfere with your corpse explosion? Yeah, it does. I don't care. It still works good enough, and I like it. You know? So I think it's fine. No, the Chieftain, of course. A Grim Shield. Let's see. No. Yeah. So I love how assassins have Dragonflight to reposition everybody. It's just very nice. So look at the... Yeah. Look at the amount of stuff that is happening with something like this, too. You know, we've got... The Torch, of course, is firing off all the firestorms. The Frozen Orbs, the Arctic... What is it? The Ice Blasts, I mean. The Frozen Orb, Ice Blast, the Firestorm. We've got, you know, we've got Death Sentries shooting things out. The friggin' Shadow Master just does everything, you know, that a Shadow Master does. It's like all the skills. There's a lot happening, you know? But I like that we're getting all these different sources from all these different areas. Especially a lot of, I like on the gear, you know? It's pretty cool in that sense. So yeah, I like that we have pretty decent run walk with all this on, with the Burst of Speed. Attack frames are great. Even though all of our attack speed, gear-wise, we only have 10% on these gloves, it kind of doesn't matter because of the Burst of Speed, you know? And I didn't want to have to use Fade. So that, you know, and like I said before, all of our res is capped off. So this build is really cool, man. I know people have done Rift Sins before where you can do like, you know, you can proc like Frozen Orb, but honestly, this is so much more budget, just the Voice of Reason, and I really like it, and I like building up the cold damage that's on it with other pieces of gear like Nightwings, Duress, and then some of my charms that I have in here. We do very good. Ooh, this is an F Rare Runic Talent. Damn, it's not good. Okay. Let's keep going. We're in a terrorized zone, remember? We're doing absolutely great. Look at that. They can't even move, man. It's also nice the cold damage is just, like, slowing things down. It's cool. Yeah, this build's cool, man. So yeah, the very first D2R ladder, this is what I made. I made this character. It's already pretty, it's like kind of off meta, isn't it? I mean, I know Death Sentry is just like, you know, if you use Death Sentry with anything, you're going to be pretty good, right? But the concept, I think, is there, right? I'm prioritizing cold damage, trying to cover all my bases. Like, my Magic Find is 95%. I've got 191% Gold Find. You know, we've got Life and Mana Steal, damage reduction. We've got our mana being replenished by Insight and all that. The reason I wanted Mana Steal, though, too, in case you're wondering, like, why do you need Mana Steal if you have Insight? If the Mercenary goes down, it is really annoying. You will run completely out of mana from kicking and from casting Death Sentry and stuff. So I wanted one source just in case the Mercenary goes down. Yeah, so this is another one of those builds that I really put a lot of thought into and had a lot of fun building on the ladder. It's really cool to build up a character in one character when you do ladder. you know. I'm not doing the current ladder, really. I have a character that I started, just haven't played it that much, though. I was kind of unsure of what I should do for it. I did have an idea, though. Maybe you can tell me about, you guys could give me feedback. My Monk Druid is, you know, probably one of my most unique builds ever. I pretty much feel as if I invented the kind of monk class in D2 right now. Like just like thinking about a monk as a concept and like really getting the aesthetic right, you know, and what it does right. So I feel as if that's my most original off-meta build, you know. Some of the other ones, it's just kind of still my take on it. But anyway, I was thinking of maybe doing a ladder character where I just start as the Monk Druid and try to make the Monk Druid work and see if we can get everything we need, you know, to build that character. Where it's like, you know, you have replenished life, the carrion vine, like you're using a passion and like a staff and all that, you know. Just try to see if we could actually build it on the ladder. That might be very difficult. I don't even know. I would have to. It'd be kind of hard to level as it, right? And that's part of what I might be kind of interesting about it is, and maybe not do it on the ladder. But I was thinking though, if you do it on the ladder, there's a few rune words on there that are budget that would be really helpful for that type of build, like the new helmets. I kind of hated the new helmets at first, and now I think I actually kind of like some of them, especially the one that does 30 replenished life. I was like, oh, that would fit my monk build right there. It's 30 replenished life on one helmet. That's perfect for the monk thing, you know? So, yeah, maybe. Let me know what you think about that idea. I don't know. It would probably take so much time, though. That's the thing. So anyway, yeah. Enough rambling about that. Here it is. I'll cast some Death Sentries here. I'm not... like, the Death Sentries are ridiculous. Like, they do plenty of lightning damage on their own. Especially for, you know, P1 stuff that I'm doing. And this Terror Zone is a piece of cake. You know? Great. We have great defense. Great survivability. All different kinds of damage. Nothing can stop us, you know, which is very cool. And if you haven't noticed, I like builds that can do lots of areas without having to worry too much about the immunities, you know? I think that's a nice way to go about it for a build. What's this brandy stock? No. Okay. Some champions hiding out over here. Take that. There you go. Can't even get away. I love that. The Dragonflight thing is just so nice. You just freaking, they try to run from you, you're just right on top of them. They can't do anything about that. Immune to cold, doesn't matter. We do plenty of different types of damage. See, the immune to cold guys are kind of fine, actually, for this, because we won't shatter their corpse, you know? Whoa. Gotta get out of there. We won't shatter their corpse, and then we can just corpse explode them, you know? So that kind of works out, too. go in here because this is level 85, Abaddon. This can be a tough area once in a while as well. You also might have noticed I didn't have a giant pre-buffing stage for this build, you know? Just kind of want to get up and go, not have to worry about it too much. So, some people don't like pre-buffing. I understand. For some of my builds, I find it to be really useful, though. You know, as long as you don't have to keep doing it all the time, right?
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, let's do that there and that there. Okay. Whoa. So our mercenary has pretty good double damage chance if you think about it, because the insight, it only rolled 2 to critical strike, but you know, that's like what, I don't know, is it around 30%? And then he's got some 6% deadly strike, and those are on different rolls. So I think he's got okay chance to be doing some double damage every once in a while. Get over here. Take that. Death Sentries and Tally Stomp them. There we go. Superior Giant Thresher. It doesn't have any sockets, so kind of no, but look how fast those guys went down, you know? Like, look how many... Did you see how many frozen orbs just shot out there, too? And I think with next hit delay now, that should be even better than it was when I had originally played this character. Maybe someone can correct me on that. But I think, like, a build like this probably got a buff because of that. You know? Dude, look how sick that is. And then a foul rune. Alright, you know, mid rune. Take it. Oh, yikes. Great axe. It's got zeal charges. Why can't rares just roll with zeal on? Like, just let it be zeal. Let's see what this blue monarch is. Oh, it got the 15 faster block rate and 10% increased chance of blocking. It got that part. That was like, what, 1/3 of the roll for a J-mod, kind of. Yeah, so why can't something like this, though, this axe I was talking about earlier, it's got level 3 zeal charges on it, and the charges are, there's 27. You would run out of those instantly in one encounter. So it's like, why does that even exist? Just make those. You got to make those have, like, just, it has to just be the skill, you know, if you want anyone to use it. Another nice thing about Assassin, no keys required. They can unlock any chest without keys, which I really like a lot. Makes running around in, like, Durance of Hate a little bit more fun. You know, you can open everything. So probably don't. Let's see what he has in repair. Nothing. I like to check Anya's shop too here, just to see if she's got any nice socketed gear and stuff like that. Not really. So we ran out of Venom and Burst of Speed, so let's cast those again. Aren't you happy I didn't pre-buff that? World Stone. Let's do it. We've got the lightning res, so if there's souls or whatever in here, should be alright. Yeah, man. The frozen orbs. So sick. This is way more fun to cast frozen orbs this way than it is even with a sorcerer. A sorceress. There they are. Look at them. Look at them. They were waiting for me. Those bastards. I got them covered, though. 85 lightning res and 20 lightning absorb. And then magic damage reduction on stuff. Alright? Oh, wow, they sapped me of all my mana. Such dicks, man. They're such dicks. You know? See, it's not too bad in here. They hurt my mana more than they hurt me. So, that's good. See, those guys went down pretty fast, didn't they? I also like that this build just has a nice kind of like color palette, you know? Like, you know, we've got the gold with on the black samurai type looking thing with these nice kind of like wine red color. Our flail's got a little green on it from the venom. I like the bone color of the shield and the nice blue helmet. It's kind of a nice, you know, assortment on the assassin. You don't see that probably too often, right? Usually you're going to see like a monarch shield, you know, or something like that if they're using a shield. I do think, like, in order to compete, too, like, I know this shield is actually pretty good for the res and everything, but because Spirit's so good, it would probably be nice to have, like, +1 to skills on this, you know, or something like that. I don't know if that's too OP or not, but in comparison to Spirit, it's, you know, it would compete very well with it. That's another conversation, right? Like, some of these shields, man. The shields are so hard to come by. Good shields are hard to come by because Spirit is so good. So. Where'd that guy go? There we go. We're not leeching anything. Balrog Blade, let's see. No. I can see the exit over here. Yeah. Immune to physical? No problem. Let's do lightning and cold damage to them. How about that? See that? That's pretty sweet. And Cloak of Shadows, everything. Alright. Bam. Do you see how see the health on that one? Just like from all that like cold damage we're doing. Yikes. Got a little scary there. Grand Charm. 55 to attack rating at level 14. Actually would be good at that level. Okay. But yeah, so this is one of my assassins that I have. I've got a lot of other assassin ideas for off-meta builds too. That I think some of them you won't have seen before maybe. And then my rogue assassin is on my channel. Please check that out. It's a bow build, and I want to revisit the rogue assassin, the bow assassin, with other setups. Superior shadow bow. Could it be 15? Nope. There you go. How about, like, a bunch of frozen orbs to the face? There you go. Oh, man. We're on level 3 right now. Just trying to get to the end here. Whoa. Death Sentry should be pretty good for that. See the Fist of Heavens coming down from our Thunder God's Vigor. It's kind of cool. It's not really doing that much damage, but, you know, it just looks cool. Just more animations happening. I guess nothing beats the amount of animations that a Mosaic can have, though, you know. That rune word. That rune word, man. Why is it the way it is? Here we go. Oh, hey. You guys were just hiding in the shadows over there. Throne of Destruction. There we go. There's like 5 frozen orbs that just wasted that guy. Oh my gosh, dude. Those guys are such BS, dude. Like, seriously. That's a good thing about this game, though. You know, I was just kind of cruising through stuff, and those kept me on my toes, right? If I'm gonna die, it's gonna be to those things. You know, like I'm gonna accidentally click on one and kick it 6 times, and it'll kill me. Swirling Crystal, and it's rare. Oh my gosh, I can't click on it. There we go. Just gonna stay back here and shoot these at them. Jeez, dude. You guys have to be such dicks. Oh, we lost the mercenary. Yeah. Kinda saw that coming. That's okay. We'll go back. We'll back and get him. Sorry, mercenary. I wasn't watching out for you. Very good. Okay.
Morning.
Onward.
I am overburdened.
Some people have been asking me about streaming and stuff. I've never done that before. I don't know. Tell me if that's something you want. I'm not sure what to do about that. Like, do I just like YouTube stream? Is that okay? Oh, good. Here's a champion or elite guy. Maybe this will have a bunch of skills on it. Let's see. Whoa. It did have It did roll with 145 to 220 fire damage. Cool. Not exactly what, you know. That didn't have anything else on it, though, but... Okay. Alright, just throw up 5 death sentries. Ral rune, those are good. Can do lots of things with Ral runes. Crafting. Repairing of armor. Whoops. Those, there we go. Wow, the, I'm sorry, I'm laughing so... Those guys all spawned, and the sound effect from the death sentry was just like a big fart. Like, it was just like, they came in, it was like... and then they all just blew up immediately. That was amazing. Oh shit. My mercenary's gonna die again if I don't do something. Oh man, that was funny. Yeah, I mean, look at how much we're wasting then. That guy's immune to cold, so... Shoot. That decrep on me is not very nice. Yeah, that really slows me down. But we got him. Okay, so let's take that. And maybe that and that. Okay. Here we go. Can we get to him from here? Yes. Jeez, it's annoying. We're looking right in the middle of both of them. Cast the death sentries again. It's pretty annoying how your attack rating just kind of really falls off on a boss, you know? I think I'm attacking the wrong one now. Yikes, dude. Okay. This better be worth it, man. Let's see. You got something good for me? No. Nope. Alright. Well, anyway. That was my... the screen. There we go. Anyway, that was my,
Can I help you?
one of my first ladder characters that I made. The very first one, in fact. And it was an assassin, and she could do all different kinds of damage. We kind of like spread ourselves around, and usually when you do that, you're spread too thin. But we were able to generate lots of different types of cold, lightning, and physical damage. And we're able to do a bunch of different areas, which is super cool. And that's fun for me. It was fun to build that character, and fun to revisit it again. Hope you like that one. Check out my other off-meta builds, and stay tuned for more stuff. And I did have an on-meta build that's a fire druid with a, you know, a little bit of a variation to it. And so please check that out as well. Thank you very much. Later.